towards the halfway point.
Yep.
So, what are you thinking so far?
Well, I noticed we started getting some bitterness as soon as we got the coffee out here. Changed up the game a little bit. It really complements, kind of, I don't want to say takes away from the flavor, but it complements.
Yeah,
Definitely. I don't even know where to go. You know, it's pretty much the same. It's been the same since, you know, from the beginning to the middle. Nothing really stands out and shouts, you know, here I am. So, you know,
the flavors, like he pretty much summed it up. I mean, it's staying pretty much the same, and I'm still adjusting to that natural tobacco taste at the end. I mean, personally, it's not stellar. It's good. It's a good flavor.
oh, one thing I didn't want to mention, the band.
Yeah.
We have a band from a previous one that we had. Show you this real quick, see if you can catch it on the camera. This is actually from a Robusto size, and let's see right here. Can you catch that? Maybe not. Maybe a little more light. I don't know. But on the cool thing about this band is on the back, it's got the Drew Estate logo on the actual back of the wrapper, or the band. I'm sorry. So that's kind of cool. We were looking at that.
It's the first cigar I've smoked that had that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've seen that before. So that's interesting. Another touch of Drew Estate. So overall, it's not bad. Not bad. So coffee is definitely something you want to be drinking when you're having this. We started out with soda.
Yeah.
Didn't really do it for us.
Didn't do so.
And I think that kind of is what kind of pushed the bitterness in, because we were having sweet and then sweet together. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
But definitely coffee compliments, and yeah, it's cool.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Well, that's pretty much what we got to say for this segment towards the halfway point. So, one thing I do want to mention. We did mention the price point.
That's right.
Now, there are a couple of sizes that are actually available.
Yep.
There is the, you want to go and name them, or should I?
We can take turns. How about that?
Okay.
Well, you go ahead.
The first size I want to mention that there's a size called the Balada, which is a 5x50 gauge.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the Colada, which is a 4x38 gauge.
And then there's the Robusto, but the Robusto is a little bit thicker than the normal Robusto gauge. It's 5x54.
And the Corona, which is 4.2 inches by a 46 gauge.
And then there's a Toro, which is a 6x52.
And it's a wide range of sizes. This right here is the Toro. We had the Robusto before, and so far it's been consistent. There's actually two different kinds. We've got this one right here is the Negra wrapper, which is a Maduro broadleaf. I'm sorry. And then what was the other one again?
It's a Shea, Connecticut.
Okay. And what do they call it?
They basically just call it
the Dulce.
Dulce. Yeah. One thing, price point. They can range anywhere from $8 up to about $13 for the Toro size, depending on the retail store you go to. So,
yeah, I think that's it for the halfway.
So we'll get back to you guys towards the final third, and we can kind of give you guys what we thought about it overall and our final thoughts. So keep on watching.
Hey guys, welcome back to the final segment of our little adventure, as I would call it. It's definitely an adventure. Overall, you know, I'm not super impressed with it. The flavor on the wrapper is great. The cigar itself, without the infused, once you get down to past the halfway point, that's when it really starts to show its colors, and that's when I started considering it not with the flavored cigar in mind, but with, you know, to a traditional cigar, because that, you know, you said it best, that sweetness on the wrapper, it just kind of dissipates, and you know, it was good when we had that sweetness. You know, it was kind of a mix in there with the coffee. It was good. And then, you know, I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I'm not used to having a cigar with coffee and how those contradict or how they, you know, help each other. So, that's my take on it. So, I don't know about you.
I would have to agree. You know, I'm a very traditional cigar smoker, but you know, that's the point of this review is just to try to
to
show
expand
that,
our limits
yeah,
and you know, try new things. So
yeah. And in terms of flavor, like I was telling Tim during the break, is that once the sweetness in the wrapper and the flavor is just, like you said, dissipated. Now I was judging it based on the character of the tobacco alone.
Yeah.
And for me, as a traditional tobacco smoker, it just didn't suit my needs.
Yeah.
As a smoker. Now, not to say that, you know, a lot of infused cigar smokers or Drew Estate fans, you know, this could be it.
This could be it. I mean, you know, we're just not real big infused related guys. So for us to say, oh, we had an infused cigar that really, you know, did it for us, I don't think this is the one. Maybe we'll get to one eventually that we're like, oh man, that was really good, that we can go back and smoke again. So, no, that's our take on it, and you know, hope you guys at least, you know, get out and try it, because you never know what, you know, what your palate is like or what does it for you.
Yeah.
And so I encourage you guys to try it, give it a shot. You know, it might be your cigar. So, anything else you want to say?
No. Actually, let's get to the. I didn't actually see what you.
Oh yeah.
For it. So what did you give it?
Keeping in mind what my, you know, my personal, what I wanted from it. It's relatively low, but that's not to say, like I said before, it's not to say that it's a bad cigar. It didn't fit my needs personally, but you never know. So what I came up with. Like we mentioned in our previous video, we got the score system out of 100, and from there we converted to stars. You know, so out of 5 stars, I actually came up with a 2.5. So you know, that was a 44 out of 100 for me, and that was just based solely on my, you know, my view on it. So,
I gave this cigar a 2-star. I gave it 2 stars. And the basis behind giving it 2 stars is mainly because I'm a big believer, and it's usually true for most good cigars, is that the final third is, you know, crunch time. It's all the flavors just come out to the best and the full potential.
Well, that's the bottom of the leaf,
yeah.
Keep in mind. So I mean, that's really where it shines.
And when I got to this point, I was not very, I would say, impressed. But, you know, again, I'm a traditional smoker, and, you know, I'm pretty sure that to someone this would be a very, very good smoke.
And not just someone. I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there. I know we know a lot of guys that are infused, you know, enthusiasts, and we heard a lot of good things. So that's just our personal take on it. Doesn't mean it's, you know, a bad cigar. I would not, you know, go and say don't try this cigar. To me, that's unacceptable. I mean, because everybody's different. So, I personally didn't like it, but you should give it a shot, you know. So, I was actually surprised. I had a 44. What was your total?
My total was a 41.
Okay, 41. So that's where you get the 2 stars.
Yeah.
I gave it, you know, the round up to 45, which is 2.5. So, cool, dude. Well,
all right.
That was awesome.
All right.
And we'll see you guys next time.